Now at 11, $400 million. That's how much money Miami-Dade County has to come up with to make up for funding budget cuts. County commissioners are working around the clock to find a solution. One possibility, dipping into the county's emergency reserves. But as CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero reports, the move would be risky.
The idea of tapping into the reserves came up early this morning, shortly after 2 a.m. when the Fire Rescue Union was laying out why they say they need the funding. Now, this money is typically set aside for emergencies like natural disasters. People I spoke with say the proposal makes them nervous.
I think we've all established that there really isn't an emergency here. And I will tell you that the only place that I know to take this from is our emergency reserve. And if there is a real emergency, there'll be less there for the emergency.
Hours into the overnight budget hearing, county commissioners brought up dipping into the $40 million reserves and putting the money back at a later date after Miami-Dade Fire Rescue explained their request for millions of dollars to cover services for the entire county, including air rescue. Miami Gardens resident Lynette Jones, who owns multiple properties, says county emergency funds helped her recover after Hurricane Irma.
I had to use emergency response funds for my particular home because my insurance did not pick up for covering the roof damage that I had.
I reached out to the mayor regarding the idea of tapping into the emergency reserves, which she calls irresponsible. She said in part, these funds are what protect our residents in the event of a hurricane, flood, a natural disaster, or any other type of emergency. With the federal government and FEMA possibly changing how and when they provide assistance, it is more important than ever that we maintain strong reserves to ensure we can respond quickly, keep critical services running, and help our community recover. But some residents fear if the funds are moved out after a disaster, they'll be held financially responsible.
Well, we don't have any alternatives because, number one, every time I get my tax bill, I want to scream, and I'm getting multiple tax bills, so it's like just hard for me. Where am I going to be saving?
We're screwed. Let's be honest, we're stuck. We end up flipping the bill. They're not preparing properly, shame on them.
Miami-Dade County Commission has a second budget hearing on September 18th. That is when they'll make a final decision on the budget and whether or not to tap in to the emergency reserves. In Miami, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.